over into this video. I also have the Wonders Weather one, which is really cool. So anyways,
let's get straight into it. Last time I saw As It Is, Patty remembered me, and that's such a big thing for me because when you have loads of people just leave every now and then, or they just drop you for whatever reason, to have someone that means so much to you remember you is such an amazing thing. In April of 2015, they announced Never Happy Ever After, and that album is literally my life. I knew as soon as I heard some of the songs that it really hit home for me, and last year in November I got lyrics from Sorry tattooed onto my thigh. To most people it's just a fan tattoo, but to me it has so much more meaning to me in my life that I will never reveal a true meaning to, because I never want anyone to know. I wrote the band a letter to tell them why I got my tattoo basically, and it's not the full reason why I got it because that's just personal to me and it's something that I don't want others to know, sort of thing. And then they recently announced the deluxe edition of Never Happy, and on it has a song called Winter's Weather, and a lyric really hit hard with me, and it's I look for love in everybody else cause I try but I can't love myself. And I have that lyric tattooed onto my side, and it's just something that hits you when you have really bad issues with your body and yourself and you don't feel confident within yourself. And each of my tattoos have reference to me, and it's something that, yes, if I'm getting some removed, I'm getting them removed for a certain reason, whereas most of the tattoos I'm making stay is there. I mean, my Patty Walters tattoo is handwriting. The tattoo is sort of like it's fading. Some of the ink has come out, and I'm not getting it refilled up. It's not that it would look better, it's the fact that it has so much meaning to me, and the fact that the way it looks slightly broken, which is ironically how most of my life feels. I have days where I feel utterly broken and I don't want to get up, I don't want to interact with anyone, even my boyfriend. I just want to lie in bed, curl in a ball and cry, and that's basically life. Last time I saw As It Is, I wasn't at the front like I usually am, because I've gotten to that point now, I'm at that age where I don't really mind not being at the front. And last time I almost actually burst my nose as well, so that was fun. But last time I saw them, I waited outside and I got photos with like the bands and stuff, and then I was stood behind Patty, and Patty turned around and he's shocked, and he was like, oh my god, it's you, and he didn't think that I was there because he couldn't see me, and I cried all the way home. But it was just so surreal to me because this band has so many fans and they meet so many people on tour and at gigs, and you'd think maybe he won't remember, but they all remember. It's so good. Last night I also, because I'm in a group chat with 5 Sauce fans and my friend's birthday is today, so yesterday I got her a video message from With Confidence.
Happy birthday, Maddie! Happy birthday, Maddie! No! Love you, hope to catch you soon.
I showed them my tattoos and Ben really liked them. He'd already seen them online, he thought it was cool to see them in person. I showed Patty and I honest to God thought Patty was gonna cry. He looked like he was gonna cry. Like I showed him like my Sorry tattoo, he was like, oh, and I showed him my Winter's Weather and he just went, oh. I was like, hi. But the really funny thing is the whole remembering thing wasn't just a whole, oh hey, it's you thing. One of them turned round and was sad that Ben had left, and she was like, oh, Ben's my favourite, and Patty turned round thinking it was me, going, I heard that. And I was like, it wasn't me. I was like, I have your handwriting tattooed on me. Why would I say someone else in the band is my favourite? And he was like, oh, I wouldn't have expected it from you. And I just like, oh my god. I just wanted something to remind myself. Like, I didn't want anyone else to... Like, obviously there's going to be videos online, but I didn't want any one of my friends or anything to experience what I experienced, because it was 2 years since I first saw them. and it was just a big thing for me. So like, it sounds selfish in a way, but like, yeah, I don't know, I can't get my words out probably. There was another thing that I really wanted to talk to you guys about, and it's what I said in the beginning of how the lyrics mean so much to me. Like, Patty was on stage and it was the second last song, I believe, and I'm pretty sure they did Dial Tones last, but I went downstairs because I was on the verge of literally crying. Patty had his guitar and he was like, oh, this is a song that, you know, means a lot and all that. And he wrote it at 1 a.m. in the morning and he was going through a bad time, and it really hit me. I'm gonna start crying. He revisited that, how he felt recently, and it was like 10 times worse, and he was crying and everything. And it really hit me because I've recently been having a really hard time myself. And he just went on to say basically that that's basically life. There's good times, there's bad times, good times, and then really fucking terrible times. And you just have to keep going. And in 2013 I was incredibly suicidal. It hit hard for me because I didn't really know how to deal with that, and then I found As It Is. When I met Patty, he was so like happy and it radiated off him, and all you could feel was happiness. And in that one moment, that one day of when I met Patty, everything disappeared. It's just hard because when you see someone that you think is so incredibly happy, to find out that they've had hard times, it hits home. And when I think back to 2013 and how incredibly bad I had it, I sit now and realise that if I had have went through with whatever it was I had planned, I wouldn't have met my boyfriend. I wouldn't have met As It Is for the 4th time yesterday. I wouldn't have made a great group of friends. Yesterday when I saw As It Is, I had to hold it together because it had been 2 years since I made a promise to Patty that I wouldn't ever go back to that dark time. Wow, sorry about that. I just get really emotional when I think back to how incredibly bad I was and how As It Is essentially picked me up. Like, I've never talked about how much this band means to me so much, and the deeper meaning to why I'm such a big fan of them. But when you go through a hard time in your life and then you meet a bunch of people who just make you feel so incredibly happy and that nothing matters, it's gonna hit you somehow. So when Patty was saying on stage how he had a bad time and he went back, it sort of hit me because it reminded me that before I found As It Is, I just had a really bad time with my life. So yeah, basically what him and I are saying is that basically there's gonna be times in your life where you feel incredibly fucking shit and you're gonna wanna harm yourself or hurt yourself, but don't do it. I made a promise from that first gig to keep going and to keep going in life and to their shows, and this is the 4th time. If I had done anything back in 2013, I would never have met As It Is. I would never have found As It Is. And it's hard when you think back to a bad time that you've been in, but if you're having a hard time, as cliche as it sounds, it will get better. But like Pi said, there will also be more bad times that are fucking terrible. But last night was incredible. I miss it, and I'm so thankful that As It Is exists. I'm so thankful I found As It Is, and this is why this video is late, by the way. I was going to do a video beforehand, but so, see you next time. Bye guys!